Hello, Hamilton. It's that time again. Get up, get off the couch, and start tackling your own to-do list. I am Bob Asadorian. Welcome to the Just Ask Bob Show. We're kicking it off with yet another email. 2 emails on this show. Dear Bob, we hired a plumber / handyman to replace our toilet, and the toilet is now rocking. Since the installation, we've paid the contractor. That's probably why he refuses to come back to fix it now. Bob, my husband's taken the toilet off the floor, and it appears that the black flange is actually damaged, the flange that mounts to the floor itself. Bob, help. Give us some advice, please. This is from Samantha from Hamilton, Ontario. Well, thank you very much, Samantha. Your email's been very easy. Probably the smallest prop I've ever built or you've ever seen on this show in 3 seasons. But before we get to the nuts and bolts of it, let's get to what might have been behind this reno gone wrong. Now, the email states, and I've heard this many times in the last decade, being a contractor, they hired a plumber / handyman. Now, that doesn't exist. It's like going to, we went out the other day and visited my family physician / heart surgeon. Doesn't quite work. It's the same thing in home renovations. Now, as a contractor for 10 years, I didn't just become one like that. It was 10 years on-hands experience, and then also, very, very important, Hamilton, if you can really focus in on this, this is a Hamilton Master Building Repair License. Handymen don't get this because they're exactly that. They're handymen. So leave the handymen to putting up shelves or closet rods or whatever it is they do, and leave the real work to licensed contractors. Now, I've got to explain that a little bit. My license is municipal. It's the City of Hamilton Master Building Repair. The province of Ontario licensed full-fledged plumbers. I'm not a licensed full-fledged plumber. However, because I passed the exam and I have the Hamilton Master Building Repair, that means I can do this. So again, just explain it clearly in layman's terms. Pre-existing plumbing systems in your home. Your home had a toilet right here. That means the Hamilton Master Building Repair License contractor can repair the flange, change the piping as it leads down to the vent stack in the basement. Underneath your kitchen cabinet, your P-traps, your toilet, your sinks, pre-existing. If it was there, this license allows the holder to replace it or repair it. Now, big difference. You have an area in your home where there was never a bathroom. Then you need the Ontario licensed full-fledged plumber. So he'll run new installations, new systems. So that's important. But either case, again, leave the handymen to putting up shelves. They shouldn't be touching this. So now, based on the email, well, not even as much the email. When I read it, I knew exactly what was going on. Based on my 10 years experience, this is very common. Now, back in the day, very old Hamilton homes, this would have been cast iron. So this entire flange is heavy cast iron. This would never happen. This would never break. If I can take a moment now, you really have to focus in here on the one here that's not broken. So this one has the large area of the groove, or the large area of the opening, and then the groove. So these are toilet bolts. These is what secures your toilet to the floor. So when installing a toilet, you put this one in here, you pull it over. See, it locks. You put this one in here, pull it over. See, it's broken. So the plumber or handyman, again, I wasn't there to see the job. Either he over-tightened the toilet and he broke the flange, or in his defense, these are junk. Again, you know, we come up with engineering, green efficient ways, better designs to build homes. This isn't an advancement. This is a failure compared to the cast iron that was in old original Hamilton homes. So now, how do we repair this? Very easy. The super ring. Now, there's something very important I want everybody to focus in on. I don't know how well you can see it on TV. It's just above my finger. USA. This baby's a tank. This is very strong. This is bought from the Home Depot, our sponsor. Don't buy it elsewhere if it doesn't say made in USA, because I've seen many of these, and a lot of them are China and Taiwan. And again, what's wrong with those countries? Metal quality, quality metal manufacturing. So now, we're going to set it down to mimic the original. So again, this is called a closet ring, but it's the super ring. This is a repair flange. So let me back up a moment. Before using that, what are the 2 choices here? Okay, let's assume this is your powder room, your bathroom on the main floor. If you go underneath in the basement, your basement's open, you've got a 3-inch plumbing pipe coming below this. You cut off the plumbing, pull out the screws, pull this out and replace it. That's a lot of work. This repair ring will suffice. So we're going to set the repair ring down. See the square? And then it goes into the routered end. Square, routered end. You want to line it up. Again, you want it to duplicate the shape of the original flange. Then what we're going to do, always 3-inch screws. It's all about the penetration. You want strength. This is going to support the toilet and the weight of the individual on top of it. So we're going to come in here. We're going to come in the other end. Now, this is just a TV show. We don't necessarily finish everything we start. Don't be like that at home. Obviously, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 holes pre-made in it. Follow the manufacturer's design and what the manufacturer tells you. You're going to sink all the screws all the way around. We're just putting 2 just to show you the point today. So now you can see you're going to come in, slide over. Same thing on this end. So you see, if you remember it before the flange, the plastic didn't meet here. It was broken of the original ABS flange that would sit on your floor. This super metal ring, once secured, the outline, the shape of it, it continues everything. So there's not going to be any problem there at all. Terrific. Now we're going to move on to the second project. Busy show today, double emails. Dear Bob, my home has a normal pitched roof that meets into a low sloped roof. At this intersection, there is a large section of metal flashing. The caulking has come apart. This also, Bob, what is the best product to use as a leaf guard for my eavesdrops? Thank you very much to Mr. and Mrs. McDonald of Hamilton, Ontario. Now, this is common at times. Most homes, residential homes, they all have a pitched roof. There's always a pitch. Commercial, you've got a flat roof. Now, that when somebody's bumped out, done a bump out where they've added a sunroom, a mudroom, or built out a kitchen, sometimes you're going to have, as in this case, if I didn't refer to it correctly, it's not quite a flat roof, it's a low sloped roof. Low sloped roofs are not done in shingles, they're not flat enough or commercial enough to be done with tar and gravel. So it's done with roof rolling. So obviously, wherever they meet at this point, there's got to be metal flashing, and that must be the issue. Well, tell you what, Mr. and Mrs. McDonald, Bob's on the way. We're jumping in the truck. We're heading down there where we're going to tackle this project for Mr. and Mrs. McDonald. See you on the job site. Hello, Hamilton. Welcome back to the Just Ask Bob show, a special on location. Before the break, we were reading an email from Mr. and Mrs. McDonald, and they very perfectly explained the problem with their home. On this area here, we have a flat, not a flat roof, a low-pitched roof. Big difference between the two. Mind you, both are comfortable to stand on and walk on. A low pitch such as this needs a special way the shingles are put on. They're actually roll roofing. Now, this roof meets it right at this point. It's meeting with the home's original pitch roof. So we've got a transition here. This is the original to the home. The low slope roof you were just looking at, it must be a bump out or an addition. It was not original to the home. Now, we've done an inspection here. Everything looks fine, but just as they mentioned in their email, here's the problem, where the flashing meets. So we've got the 2 sections of flashing. They simply use some type of a black caulking over it, and obviously you can see it's coming apart. So here, and the other one's just a few feet over, because obviously for the length that the metal was cut, it had to overlap itself in that direction. Now, we're going to take advantage of this for a moment and introduce some bewares and top picks. The normal, typical way to repair this is by using, just your typical roofer shingle waterproof seal. Now, this is worth about less than $3. You've seen this on the show before. This is for gutters and shingles. This is worth $6 to $7. This is premium. So always remember, when you're doing these repairs, especially if it's yourself, all the time it takes to climb the roof, this is a Bob's Beware. You don't want to touch that. That's going over the edge of the roof, forget it. This is a great product, but we've got something even better, which turns out to be Bob's Top Pick, made by Baker. This is a Baker product. Let me give you a comparison now. When you're doing a good job with your drywall, mudding, and taping, I always recommend using fiberglass mesh tape, which will give you a bit of a structural strength to your drywall boards. In this case, we're going to do the exact same thing. This is going to go down, and then we're going to spread roofing tar over it. It's very important to understand that without the roofing tar, that's what's going to happen all over again. It's going to split. So this is the strength and the structure, and then going over top of that, we're going to use another premium product by Black Knight. Let me get the English side out. It's for wet dry surfaces, roof repair, very, very high quality. Goes on black, but again, it's the fiberglass that's going to give it the strength. Welcome back, buddy.
Thanks, Bob.
Good to have you. Ryan Bello, Triples R leads foreman. He's going to actually take over right now.
Okay.
Now, we've got some pre-cut, don't we, to the thickness?
We do.
Perfect.
They're all set up just right.
What's with the gloves?
Protection, Bob.
Real men don't wear gloves. All right, it's okay. I'm doing the intro today. That's why you're going at it. Push, push, Ryan. What do I always say?
It's all about the penetration, Bob.
Without that, you've got nothing.
You got nothing. So I'm just pre-applying here, just to get it stuck on.
Just a bond coat.
Exactly. You're gonna want to wedge right under there, lift it a bit.
Now, Ryan, believe me, I know it's TV, we're racing, but get that glop off the side of the can when you get a chance.
Oh, sure, no problem.
Just so it doesn't go down.
And you just press, make sure you get over the seam, push the mesh so it penetrates well.
That's the penetration. All those little black dots, it's oozing through the fiberglass.
There you go. Clean that can off.
Now this is going to last. I would honestly say, if you use the Bob's Beware, if you're using the cheap roofing tar without mesh, every 12 months I'd be up here to check it. Maybe you'll get a life expectancy of 2 years, maybe. You introduce the Baker yellow mesh and you cake it on and you get it to penetrate, I'd say you're getting a 10 to 12 year expectancy. That's a big, big difference. That Baker yellow skin, $8. This tar, you're looking at $15. So we're talking $50 less in material, even if you throw in the gloves and the putty knife. Hamilton, beware. You call a roofing contractor in. Have you ever heard of minimum charges? You're looking at $500 to get a contractor in here to come up and fart around for about half an hour to 45 minutes. But again, this is a roof. This is a very low slope. This is an addition, so we use a short ladder to climb up. So it makes it very easy. So again, only try this at home if you're absolutely comfortable. But if you're hiring a contractor because you're not comfortable, insist on Baker skin, the mesh, also insist on the roof tar. So you see, you win both ways. You learn from me, do it yourself, cut out the crooked contractor. You learn from me as well, but you're not comfortable to climb the roof. Call a roofer and demand what products and what procedures to do the repair. Thanks so much. We're taking break. After break, we got challenge number 2 here. We're going to be cleaning out the eaves troughs, so we're introducing a brand new gutter guard product that's Just Ask Bob approved. We'll be right back after this, Hamilton. Hello, Hamilton. Welcome back to the Just Ask Bob show. Before break, we're on location. We're talking about where a sloped roof, low sloped roof meets a pitch roof. We showed you how to do some repair of maintenance. Now we're on the same location and we're talking about gutters, all about eaves troughs. We're going to go through cleaning them, right to putting in leaf gutter guard product, which I wholeheartedly endorse. And we're going to go through a couple of bad picks as well. Now let's start with the cleaning. Wow, this is certainly a way to grow a garden. Incredible. I mean, you can't water this stuff enough to get your grass to grow, and amazing what's going to grow in your eaves troughs here. So let's get that out. Just incredible what'll grow and where it'll grow. Now, as far as leaves, obviously you can see here, we've got trees in this location, all types of junk blowing in here. You want to get everything out. Keep a pail close by. If I can show you how to be a little bit safe, keep your left leg as far back as you can. Keep your right about over here. Hold on to the edge, you know, when you need to. Now, for those of you that are sensitive, at the Home Depot, you can actually pick up a scoop. It's a pre-made scoop that fits this width of the trough, and you run the scoop through to get everything out. I don't mind getting dirty, so it's not a big deal for me. Now, let's go through some of the products here. First of all, absolute piece of junk. This is about $3 for a 50-foot roll, and it's absolutely useless. This is what they call a leaf guard for the gutter. Let's put this on and see what happens. First of all, it's a nightmare just to install it. You got to fight and fuss with it. Basically, it's compression. It's just a pressure fit. So the one end will supposedly catch under here, the other end here. Now it's got that cupping action. This, once it fills up with leaves and debris, it'll drop on you. Absolute piece of junk, not worth anything. Definitely qualifies as a Bob's Beware. Look out. Okay, now what do we have? Now we have another product. This is very interesting. This is about medium quality. Again, it's about money. That to do a whole house, you're probably going to spend $30 on the cheap one. This one here, you could spend possibly $50 to $100. It's plastic. The screen's a little bit weak. Let's go over installing this. Now, the one end is female. It's going to receive the male end of the eaves trough. Okay, so it slides over. Compression fit. And then tuck under. Nice, way better than the cheap plastic roll. However, we still have plastic. That's the weak link. Here it catches well. I'm happy with that. Right here, I'm not as happy. Watch what happens when I put a little bit of weight on it. You push, you push, you push, it comes down. Certainly not a top pick. Overboard. Okay, now we have a fantastic product. This is today's top pick, and this is actually a pilot project, this location for it. I can tell you as a contractor for the last decade, hundreds and hundreds of leaf gutter guard projects, I've always turned them down. Generally, I don't believe in leaf guards because of the simple reason. What I tell homeowners is, fine, you're not going to have to climb up and down the ladder twice a year to physically scoop out and clean your eaves troughs, but you are going to have to climb the ladder to clean the leaves and debris off the gutter guard. So you can't win. It's either you clean the gutters out or you clean the covers, the leaf guard covers. This is phenomenal. I spent the last 3 months researching this product, and this location will be a test pilot for it. What I love about the product is the fit. The fit is absolutely phenomenal, and the engineering behind this. Everything will percolate through. The water will flow. It's got a channel at the bottom so it doesn't go in fully, and the leaves just blow off the top. Now, the only difficult thing is between the supports. So this eaves trough, every 2 feet, it's got the clamps. So what you want to do is start below one, pull the product, keep pulling again. Okay, now for this end, we bend, we go under. Now, see how it's sticking up? Nice and easy. Fluff it under. And then again, we've got the support bracket, fluff it under. Now I know you can't see this at home. I'm going to take my hand now and I'm going to go under this. There's about a 2-inch space. That's where your water is going to flow. Your leaves are going to catch on top and blow over. Now let's assume the leaves don't blow over. Pack all kinds of garbage up here. Everything will percolate through. This baby's got mass, it's got heft, and it's all about the penetration. We've penetrated the trough nearly to the bottom. It's not going to blow out, it's not going to go anywhere. Now price, it is expensive. This could cost you anywhere between $200, $300, maybe $400 product alone. Again, depending, are you a bungalow, are you a 2-story home, how many troughs do you have? However, look what it's going to save you. It's going to save you the expense, and it's going to save you the labor of climbing up and down all the time. This one's definitely a true Bob's top pick. Now again, I want to mention safety. Don't be up here if you're not safe. It doesn't matter how much money you're going to save. Don't climb up the roof and do this work if you're not safe. But again, through watching my show, if you do feel safe and comfortable, you've now learned how to cut the crooked and overcut charging contractor out of the equation, to climb up here and do it yourself. If you're not comfortable, you have product knowledge. That's the key. Nothing in this world can replace the power of knowledge. You've got product knowledge, you're going to get 3 or 4 contractors in, make absolutely certain workplace safety insurance board coverage, and don't believe the contractor, get it direct in a certificate form. So you know he's got WSIB, Workplace Safety Insurance Board coverage, because it's not too difficult to fly over the roof. So you want to make sure, because you're legally liable as the homeowner. Secondly, you want to make absolutely certain that he's got liability insurance. A ladder can swing, a ladder can fall, damage a window, cause some destruction. Thirdly, City of Hamilton, master building repair license. You got all those three in check, you call in the contractors for quotes, and you're gonna tell them, you want everything scooped out, put in a pail, you don't want it dumped on your property, have them take the garbage off the site. Secondly, you're gonna ask them by product name what you want installed. You're not getting ripped off, and why is that? Because you were knowledgeable. Thanks for watching the show, and don't forget, we've got 3 seasons under our belt now. www.justaskbob.com. Pause, fast forward, rewind, take every single show at your own pace. And there's 30 of them. Thank you, Hamilton. Until next time.